The 76ers have been on a downfall since losing Embiid at the end of January. This team had a hot start to the season. They were 29 and 17, I believe, before he went down, and now standing right now, they are 38 and 31. It's not insane, but it shows clearly that Embiid was carrying this team, and this team cannot compete really without him. There's no timeline on his return, but people believe that he will be back in the time for the playoffs. But this team is in the A seed right now. They're not guaranteed a playoff spot, and him coming in so late, what would that really do for them? This team is known for getting bounced in the playoffs in the second round. It's been a tough season for them. Embiid, I do believe he could still compete at a high level coming in late. I just don't think it's going to be great for them, and this team has struggled without him. The Los Angeles Lakers, they've had a struggle this season, but this team, they're not a regular season team. They look good some nights they just don't play to their potential. They haven't really lived up to the hype and the expectations people had on this team this year. They put together a nice squad in the offseason. They made some good moves. They made some good pickups. They've had some injuries. Gary Trent Jr. has been out for a while. But this team is not a regular season team. We saw last year they had a struggle during the regular season, and then they make the play in, and then they turn it up. They go to the conference finals. They have great defense, great offense. The coaching's a little iffy, but Bron is basically a coach. This team is a playoff team. They play playoff basketball, and they will be just fine when they get into the playoffs. The Miami Heat, they have also kind of had an up and down season. This team, I know we all expect them to do great in the playoffs. They haven't looked themselves really this year. Jimmy, he has his nights, but he turns it up in the playoffs. I do believe that they will be fine in the East, but the East is looking like a juggernaut this year. There's a lot of great teams coming up. I think, you know, same like the Lakers, the Heat, they play playoff basketball. They have a great coach. I have no doubt in my mind that they will be spectacular in the playoffs, but I am a little more worried than I have been previous years with this team. But as long as this team does what they do every year, they turn it on the playoffs. Jimmy, Bam, Spo